my story and my values or my techniques for success with people. So I was really excited about coming here and excited that Grant would even ask me, you know, the fact that you think enough of me and my story to ask me to come share it.
You were the first person I wanted at this, just so you know. The first person I thought of is Steve Harvey. Okay, I met this guy 3 or 4 years ago. I've been watching you my whole life, man. We're about the same age.
Yeah.
How old are you?
62.
Oh, he's
You
my
can't
daddy.
tell, though. Yeah, you sure can't tell. It's 62 and super sexy. Take a picture. Take a picture. Click. Thank you very much.
I want to look that good. How many of you want to look that good when you're 62? Say 10X. Will you open your phone? I want you to show them. This is just, look, this is not planned. I'm in the back. He's talking to Elena.
I'm gonna, man,
You got
there's a lot of people to show this to. Where's the camera at?
I get it all.
I was in the back talking to him and his wife, and I said, man, I got some more stuff on my vision board that I want to accomplish. And Grant said, you still have a vision board? I said, yeah, because I still got visions. You know, the Bible says, look, I'm not going to beat you over the head with that. If you're not a spiritual person, listening to me ain't that good of an idea, because I'm going to tell you too much that I know. But the Bible says a man without a dream or a vision shall perish. So why would I stop having dreams and visions? I ain't ready to die. You know, so my phone, every time I answer my phone, it's to remind me and reinforce my visions. So, like, you know how people have, like, their dog on their phone or a picture of a flower? Why is my dog on my phone here at the house? So this is actually,
Right.
I'm going to have to keep cutting it on because it cuts off. This is actually...
Light it up again. Light it up again. It says, it looks like it says $3 billion.
This is actually my vision board. This is actually what I'm trying to accomplish.
100 mil banked.
I've never showed this to a large group of people, so I'm going to have to... The top corner is a house my wife saw one time. I can't tell you where it is because a lot of y'all got money and are trying to go buy it. So that's a house I'm going to do. That's just practically the front door. It's a massive piece of property. The next is, over here is the most important, is Africa. I have dreams and aspirations of becoming global in Africa. The one in the left corner down here, that's 100 million cash bank dollars. I just want to see what that feels like to have 100 million liquid cash, bills paid, and money coming in. And the figure in the middle is 3 billion. I just want $3 billion. I don't need $3 billion, but I just want to see what 3 billion tastes like. I just want to see. They took a picture of it. So Harvey Foods has come to fruition. At the bottom, you see the top of Chick-fil-A. That was on my vision board for 4 years. This year, I'm hosting the big fundraiser in Atlanta where they're having the Super Bowl Sunday night. They're having a huge event in that same stadium with Bruno Mars. I'm hosting it. I've become very good friends with Don Cafferty, who was the owner of Chick-fil-A, and I put that on a vision board 4 years ago. Never knew Don, never knew nothing. I just said, man, I want to be in business with Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A has made a huge contribution to my foundation. I have my boys' mentoring camp at the Chick-fil-A ranch every year. I'm in business with Chick-fil-A. It just comes from my vision board. Everything I put on my vision board happens. And that green jacket you see me in, this is for the golfers in the room. One day, they gonna get me a membership at Augusta National. Keep it pimping, Steve Harvey. Yeah.
Okay, but now you're talking about $3 billion, $100 million in cash, all these businesses. You're already a superstar, man. Like, don't you guys think he's being a little greedy to want more? Anywhere he goes in the world, people know him.
I mean, look, I've been at every economic level there is. My father was a coal miner. My daddy made $5 a day in Welch, West Virginia with 5 kids. If you don't think that's poor, I don't care where you stay, try that for a while. I've lost everything I ever owned twice. I'm on my 3rd marriage. I flunked out of school. I've been homeless and lived in a car for 3 years. And I'm here now.
Sure.
First and foremost, that is a testament to the grace and mercy of God. First and foremost. After that, that is a relentless pursuit that I've had to muster. See, when you're homeless and you live in a car, you ain't got no backyard, and you ain't got no bathroom, and you ain't got no flat screen, and you ain't got no living room, it closes in on you real fast. Having been through that for 3 years and having lived this life now, I'm here to tell you something. Whoever been telling you these stories about having money, let me straighten it out for you. It's way better to have money than to not have money. I don't know who told you that you shouldn't want more of it, but if you don't get enough of it, you're gonna be in a struggle. I just think if you're a great person, okay, let me put it to you this way. People who get money, they say you've changed, but money don't change people. Money allows you to be more of who you really are. So here we go. If you're stingy, when you get a lot of money, you're gonna be more stingy. If you're generous, you get a lot of money, you be more generous. If you're an asshole, okay, excuse me, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, I'm in it now.
Baseball players spend their time here spitting.
Okay, let me just tell you.
Grabbing themselves.
If you're an asshole before you get money, when you get a lot of money, you're gonna become a bigger asshole. That's what money does. It allows you to be more of who you really are. So if you're a genuine person, like many of you probably are, the money you make will allow you to change things, to help more people. The more people you help, the more God will do for you so you can help more people. That principle is in effect, and you got to maintain that the whole time. See, I can't sit here and talk to you about my success and don't say nothing about God. You tripping. You came to see the wrong guy. You should probably get up, walk out. I ain't your man. I'm not your man. I have to tell you that.
Give it a 10X.
This is very powerful. There is nothing that will maintain you greater than your faith. Without it, look, man, if it wasn't for faith, how do I survive the 3 years in the car? I just had a belief that God was gonna come get me. I just kept thinking he didn't bring me this far to leave me. I just kept hoping beyond all odds that one day this process that I was going through would turn around for me. Fast forward, I'm at the 10X Growth Conference, sitting next to my dude. I don't know how many of y'all in here. I was just in the back asking him, I said, Grant, I see this diamond section down here. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, diamond.
I don't know why they got a table and a chair. That's probably got something to do with money. I'm assuming. But the people that I'm here for is from right here, but up there though. See, you know, that person up there, they're striving to get down here. I'm assuming when you get down here, it costs a certain level of money. But see, don't you remember when you was up there though? Don't you remember? So you that are down here have an obligation for those up there. Not that you better, not that you greater, because you don't know who's sitting up there.
That's right.
The next great thing is probably sitting up there. Somebody up there gonna pass everybody down here. There's some bad people up there, man. And you know how I know it's some bad people up there? Because I was up there. I tell you what, I was in the parking lot. I didn't even have the $47 to get in here. But the dude that was homeless and living in a car, how he get from there to now whatever you paid, I'm sitting up here with this little tight ass suit on. How? I'm telling you, man, I'm supposed to be doing the Q&A, so let's do that.
You're doing awesome, dude.
No,
Look, I've been working my ass off all day. Go, okay? So look, I agree with you because there's people up there. There's people back there that had the money, could have done it, could have come down here and didn't. When you were going through from living in a car, how do you say it?
Yeah.
I like that. To where you are today, to bankruptcies, like how did you start figuring out how to manage money different? Has it changed from poverty to rich, broke?
The best lesson I learned was this guy sat me down and said, it's only two ways to make money in this world. You can either provide a service or you can sell something. It ain't but two ways. So I had to hurry up and identify what was my skill set. But it's funny, when your skill set, I was born to entertain people. I was born to make people laugh. That's my real gift. See, like if this start getting dry, like if my little speech get dry, I have a button that I can click and I can have everybody else in here laughing because that's my gift. So I had to hurry up and identify the gift. The thing about the gift that I have, this gift is both a sale and a service because I'm selling you a ticket to come see me. But when you get here, I provide the service that in exchange for your money, I'm gonna have you laughing so hard that you feel better. So I have a combination of sales and service. The moment I identified my gift is jokes, I have the ability to take any piece of information and immediately transform it into humor. And you may not like that. None of my teachers did. But I have the ability to make anything funny. It is the identification of the gift that is the opening of your whole life. The Bible says your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. Your gift. The beautiful thing is everybody God created, He gave us all a gift. All of you are gifted. If you use the gift, it starts to change your life. You now have a pathway to success. Don't go into banking if your gift is frying chicken. Don't go into banking. See, a lot of people got jobs because it's paying bills, but it ain't your gift. So when your alarm clock goes off in the morning, you're unhappy. You keep hitting the snooze button. You know why? Because you're not living in your gift. See, when I wake up I don't even have an alarm clock because I automatically wake up. My body says, hey man, let's go. We got to get up today. We're going to tell these jokes. And they finna pay me a different kind of money to tell these jokes. So what am I saying about? I've identified the gift. The moment you identify the gift, your life will change. You can come to these conferences all you want. If you don't apply these philosophies to your God-given gift, you're wasting your time. You might as well get up out your little seat and go on and go home, because it ain't finna happen for you. It never does.
How do I find that gift? That I'm not just making up excuses, giving up on everything that, like, could be the thing I need to lean on.
Well, I'm make sure I talk about the challenges. Here's the way you identify your gift. And an old man taught this to me who had a lot of money. Your gift is the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's your God-given gift. It's something that each one of you do better than you do anything else, and it comes to you naturally. See, if you think you can sing because your mama said you can sing, but you ain't checked with nobody else, you can't go by that. Yeah, have you ever seen some people who just can open their mouth and they just can sing? No lessons, no nothing. That's their gift. If you're taking singing lessons and you still can't sing, that's not your gift, because it don't come natural to you. Your gift comes natural to you. You just have to not look at it as running, jumping, singing, and dancing. If you teach, and teaching is what you do. See, Grant makes a lot of money, but let me tell you what Grant is. He's an expert teacher. So he's taken the ability to teach, and in the teaching comes the money. So he takes his God-given gift to show you how you can get your 10X growth confidence, and that's what he does. And he does it naturally. It don't look like he's struggling, because he naturally does it. That's his gift. It ain't hard. You're tripping. If you're waking up and what you're doing is so hard and you gritting your teeth, it ain't your gift. You're tripping. So now, if you fry chicken better than everybody else, then guess what? You should be somewhere frying chicken. But you can make a lot of money frying chicken now. See, Colonel Sanders, I don't know if you know his story. Colonel Sanders had a chicken recipe that he had been trying to get people to buy into for years. 30 years. Get out of here, we don't like that. One day, somebody tasted his chicken and they loved it. So they said, we're gonna open up a place called Kentucky Fried Chicken. This did not happen until Colonel Sanders was in his 60s. He was in his mid-60s when he got the first franchise. Kentucky Fried Chicken sells more chicken than anybody. They're in more countries, more locations than anybody else selling chicken. That was his gift. He sold chicken. I got a friend, when we were little, can I tell this story?
Please, man.
I got a friend.
But let me just say this. He sold chicken. He didn't fry it.
See, Grant,
He was selling chicken. He made his money selling chicken.
Oh, you want to talk about the selling. Yeah, that's
He
right.
wasn't frying the chicken.
Yeah,
he was selling the
Yeah,
chicken.
that go with the conference. Oh, I see.
He was right there. He was right there on the right highway. He just had to shift over to a lane that paid. Because what if it's my gift and he don't pay me?
No.
What if it's my gift?
No, your gift pays you.
But what if it don't pay? What if it's...
No. According to God, your gift will make room for you and put you in the presence of great men. Your gift will get you paid. I don't care what it is. Yeah, I don't care what it is. You got to know that. Listen to me, man. That God you serve, he's a bad boy. Because he do what he say he gonna do. If he gives you the gift, he gives you the gift to make room for you. That means you can spread out. Jokes ain't really supposed to pay this much, but they do. They do. Like, I can't tell you, look, man, a friend of mine, when we were little, all he did was cut grass. You know, back in the day, he charged $2 for the front and $2 from the back. He had a single blade lawnmower. He was so good, he could adjust them blades and he could cut patterns in your grass. He could put your family initials in your grass. Now, you know, in the hood, that's pretty big. If you can get a H put in your grass in the hood, this was a popular dude. He charged $2 for the front, $2 for the back. Every time we went somewhere, we tried to get him to go. He said, I can't go, man. I got to cut Miss Jackson grass. We going swimming. No, I got to cut Miss Taylor's grass. He never went to the park. He didn't play ball with us. He cut grass. Today, in Cleveland, we used to laugh at him. We used to call him Hedges. Hedges, what you doing today? Hedges. Clip off. We do this every time we sing. All in front of girls, just be teasing. Today, in Cleveland, Ohio, he has a landscaping company. He charged $2 for the front, $2 for the back. That was $4 if you did your whole yard. He grosses today in Cleveland $4 million a year. He got every landscaping contract at every mall, at every company, and when it snow out, he got 38 trucks. And when it snow outside, he put snow plows on the front of the trucks, and he got all the snow removal. He make $4 million. You know what he do? He cut grass. He don't do nothing else but cut grass. You know why? That was his gift. So you know what God did for him? He let his gift make room for him. Now, if he can make $4 million cutting grass, what you sitting in here for?
What kind of jobs did you have? What are some of the things? You talked about being relentless. You talked about not giving up. What were some of the things? Broke Steve Harvey, no car, and then the BK Steve Harvey.
Well,
what were you willing to do in those interims?
I've been working since I was a little boy. You know, my first gig I had was like 9. I wanted a wagon. Remember them wagons had the red railings on the side? Remember they had the little gates that fit around the wagon? All I wanted was a wagon. I didn't let nobody ride in my wagon. You couldn't play in my wagon. I collected pop bottles in my wagon. My goal was to collect 50 pop bottles with a 2-cent return before lunch every day, and I needed $1 worth of pop bottles so I could make, $2 a day. I just need $1, $2 a day. I worked with my father in construction. I worked on an assembly line for a motor company. I used to put 8 spark plugs in 1,400 engines a day. The layoffs came in 79, 80. I got married, unemployed. I worked at Lincoln Electric, wrapping hot wire. I worked at General Electric, delivering light bulbs. Then here what changed my life. I went to an Amway convention, and I heard some dudes saying that you could be rich selling soap powder. Cool. I bought a kit. I got in Amway. I went to a conference in Amway, and I started reading motivational books. The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. The Magic of Thinking Big by Robert David Schultz. The Winner's Circle by Dexter Wansel. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And they started planting in my mind, I need to get rich. So I sold Amway, I sold the Dick Gregory Bohemian Diet, I sold Hughley products. I sold A.L. Williams Insurance. Anybody who I could buy a kit from that could tell me I was going to be rich, Steve Harvey bought a kit. Lost that job. Sold insurance. I tried to be a boxer. I fought Golden Gloves. That wasn't a smart decision.
That wasn't your gift?
No, it was not.
There's a lot of money in boxing, though.
This Puerto Rican dude beat my ass so bad one day. Have you ever thanked God for an ass whooping before? He beat me so bad that I actually thanked the Lord for that, because it let me know that boxing is not what I do. That actually saved my life. This boy beat me mad. So I got out of that. And then one night, I used to write jokes for this comedian for $5 a joke. I didn't know what he was doing with them, but he was taking them and using them. So every time he wanted a joke, he came to me because I was always really funny. So one day, I'm writing some jokes for him, and this girl is sitting there named Gladys Jacobs. And she said, "You the guy that writes all the jokes for A.J. Jamal?" I said, "I don't know if I write all of them." She said, "That's funny. Why don't you do them yourself?" I said, "Do jokes where?" She said, "At a comedy club." I said, "What's a comedy club?" Now, I'm 27 years old. I'd never been to a comedy club in my life. She said, "Next Tuesday, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to take you to Hilarity's Comedy Club. I want you to see what they do. Sign up for next week, and I want you to go on stage." I said, "Okay, cool." She picked me up, drove me down to the gig. So I signed up for next week. So I'm sitting there, and these comedians are going on stage, and I'm fascinated, man. I'm looking at these dudes, and I wasn't laughing at nothing, because I already knew what they was going to say. And I knew what they should have said. See, my gift was in me, man. And it was just this one day, October 8th, 1985. I walked in that club, man, and they had 10 people go up. After the 9th guy, they said, "We're looking for Randy Schumer." Randy Schumer. And nobody came. He said, "Well, I guess he's not here. We're going to go to next week's list. Y'all give it up for Steve Harvey." Now I'm sitting there, and I told the girl I was with, I said, "It's a dude in here got the same name I got." She said, "That's you." So he said, "Steve Harvey, come on up." The dude had went to the list from last week. I run up, I'm on stage. I don't know what to do. So the first thing I said was, "Hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all clapping for me, but I ain't supposed to be here. I'm on the show next week." They started laughing. I'm clueless. So this girl, "Tell him about when you boxed." Because I was telling this funny stories about boxing. So I did this boxing joke. I did another joke. The audience is rolling. The club owner comes to the foot of the stage and he goes, now I ain't never been in show business. This means cut. I thought he meant you killing them. So I went along. They started flashing the lights. That's the other signal for get off stage. I said, "Man, y'all need to pay y'all bill in here." Finally, they get me off stage. They bring all of us back up. They have a clap off. I win amateur night. October 8th, 1985. $50. I won $50. I'm driving home, and I'm in the car crying. I'm crying, man, all the way home. She said, Steve, what you crying for? It ain't but $50. I said, no, you don't understand. I was born tonight. She said, what you mean? I said, this is what I'm gonna do the rest of my life. She said, how you gonna do that? I said, this is my gift. I've been asking God my whole life, just show me what my gift is. I said, he just showed it to me. I went to work the next day, October 9th, 1985, and quit my job. I have done nothing since October 9th to this day right here but tell jokes. I've never done nothing else. I was committed. I was relentless. You couldn't stop me. I have found my gift. God has shown it to me. Man, it was the greatest. That was, man.